Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. The reason I want to share these things is because I think we're in a time of great transformation. We're in a period of great awakening on our planet, and this is really exciting because we're coming into a new earth and we're going to have to accept the things that are going on right now. So I'm going to dive deep, and if you're not ready for it, then look away. So, first thing, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the world, more in the physical stuff, and then I'll get into more of the spiritual stuff and how we can become better human beings to grow into the next stage of our evolution. So the whole reason behind COVID-19 is, first off, we have to accept that there is evil in the world, or what we perceive as evil, in the sense that there are psychopaths and there are certain people and entities that want to rule and take over humanity, dominate, control, create fear and suffering. And these individuals, this is how they get energy from other people's suffering. And this is something we're going to have to accept to move on. So the whole reason for this pandemic, which was planned, is basically to create vaccines, mandate vaccines, inject people with poison, and eventually inject them with nanotechnology, which connects you to technology, which connects our consciousness to technology, and makes us into slaves and completely controlled. I do not think this is going to happen, and I'll explain why. First off, this epidemic is creating a mass awakening on our planet. Now, it's not just that, but it's time for the awakening. So a lot of events are happening to make us awaken. Everybody's constantly going in the world, right? And this has created a collective meditation for people to stop doing, because we're always doing. Human beings need to learn to be and not do, because we're human beings. We gotta just be sometimes and experience life. So, this is creating a mass awakening. People are awakening to the fact that there is dark things in the world, and this is good because this is how we move past it and create a better world. So part of the agenda and part of the ways that these human rulers, in a sense, can do what they do is because the spiritual rules are they have to show us what they're doing. So in Hollywood, every movie is about the same, right? You have an evil villain and you have a hero. And towards the end, it looks like the villain is going to destroy everything and create complete chaos. And this is what's happening right now. This is what they want you to believe, is that the world's going to be destroyed and create complete chaos. But that's not going to happen. What usually happens in the movie is that the hero usually wins. So, while all this is going on, our planet is going into a fourth density. We as a species are going into fourth density, which is the next stage of our evolution. It's like a slingshot into our evolution. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle change. And these cycles come every 26,000 years. This is why it's so exciting to be alive in this time, because many of us came to this earth to experience this shift. And it's so rare that it's time to jump on. It's time to get on the bandwagon if you want to go into the next level of living. Ascension is really about ascending into a higher state of consciousness. And this is what we're doing, and this is the start of it. I believe everything that's going on right now is to assist in our ascension process. This is why I'm so passionate about health, is because part of the things we can do to evolve as a species, and something that we're going to have to do, is become healthier. So first off, we need to become aware that there are forces trying to halt our evolution. And how they do this is through vaccines, the tap water with the fluoride, the genetically modified food, all these things damage our body in a sense to dampen our consciousness and create fog in us so we don't awaken. But when we remove the fluoride, when we remove the crap food and we start getting on organic food and we start drinking spring water and getting sunlight and building our sexual energy, this creates a healthy body where we can actually receive information from source, from God, from our guides. And yeah, when we get healthy, we start to naturally evolve. So that's why my mission is just to create a healthier planet and help people get healthy, because when we get healthy, we naturally evolve and we remove the blockages that are stopping us. Part of the inner work too, I want to talk about that, is we really have to become more loving towards others and more loving towards ourselves. And it talks about this in the Bible. It talks about this in all these religions. And there's so much truth in religion when we look at it with an open mind and infinite possibilities. There's actually really great teachings in most religions. So, loving thoughts towards others, loving thoughts towards ourselves, and being of service to others. When we add value to the world, that takes our own evolution to the next level, and it helps us grow and evolve. And at the same time, it allows us to be open to receive abundance in our lives and the resources and everything we need to help others. When we commit to helping others, we will be guided and helped. So, I just want to encourage you to do the inner work and really to open up to truth right now, because we are in a time of great transformation. I do believe once this old paradigm passes, we are going to come into a new world, and we're going to have to create that. So that is really up to us. Each and every one of us collectively have an important role to play, and that means you. If you're watching this, you have the ability to change others around you and to change the world you're living in. And that's a really big deal. That's really cool that each and every one of us have the gift and ability to be a creator and to change our environment around us, to change who we are within us, and really to help create a better world. So I do believe heaven on earth is coming, and it is real. It's not some fairy tale. And I think after this awakening and people understand the controllers of the planet, there's going to be some anger, but once we move past that and learn to forgive, we can truly help create a better world. And this is the time right now, because we're all at home and we have time to do the inner work. So now's the time. What else are we doing? We might as well get healthy, meditate, pray, and tap into who we truly are. I hope this inspired you. I hope this benefited you in some way. Adios.